Hey, in this video, I want to talk about the pros and cons of having a membership and charging either monthly or annually for your membership as far as a pricing model goes. There's pros and cons. I want to go through some of those with you in this video. If you are planning to launch a membership, if you have an existing membership already, I would love to just go through some of these because again, this is something that we work with at Uscreen in my day job all the time, and I talk to creators and the different choices that they're making between monthly membership fees and annual membership fees. And so before we jump into it though, a couple things. First, I really want to answer as many membership questions, whether it's building a membership, launching a membership, growing and scaling a membership. I want to really answer as many of those questions as possible on this channel. And so if you could just take a pause and drop a question in the comments. You must have a question around memberships. Drop it into the comments and I will make sure to answer it in a future video. All right. Also, I want to say thank you to our friends over at StreamYard for supporting this channel. Love StreamYard, best video live streaming broadcasting platform ever, and it is all browser based. All right, so go to StreamYard. There's a link in the description or in the show notes to go check them out with a free trial. All right, so let's go through the pros and cons. First, let's start with a monthly membership, the monthly membership option. And let's start with the pros, the good things of doing a monthly membership. All right. And so here we go. All right. So the first really positive of having a monthly membership option is the accessibility. All right. So a monthly membership offers a lower entry barrier for your potential subscribers, for your potential members. All right, they can join without a very high or significant upfront investment, and it makes it easier for them to give your content, give your membership a try. Right, so it's easier for them to jump in, check things out with a monthly membership versus an annual membership fee. It also allows for flexibility. So subscribers can have the freedom to cancel their membership with you after a month if they're not happy with it, if they're not satisfied, if it's not what they expected, they have the flexibility to cancel. Okay, this flexibility can attract some of the folks out there that are a little bit more hesitant, who prefer to test things out and test the waters before committing long term. Also, the positive here with the monthly membership is that it gives you consistent cash flow. All right, with monthly membership payments or monthly payments, recurring revenue, you'll have a steady stream of revenue coming in every single month. And so this predictable cash flow can really help you manage your finances and plan for future investments into your business, maybe hiring a content manager, a video editor, a production person, an assistant, invest in some resources, tools, equipment, gear, that sort of thing, attend conferences, attend events, and really invest in your business because you know that you can predict that there's going to be revenue coming in month after month. All right. Now, those are a couple of pros for monthly memberships. Let's talk about the downside, the cons of a monthly membership. First one is churn rate. So since subscribers can cancel at any time, there's a higher risk of churn in monthly memberships. You can experience, and you may end up experiencing, some fluctuations, meaning ups and downs, in your subscriber count, meaning your paid member subscriber count, the number of paid members that you have. And so this is going to require you to continuously attract and work towards attracting new members every single month. So the churn rate can be a problem because they're not committing long term. They're only committing for the month, and then they'll decide again if they want to stay on for the next month. And so it's easier for them to cancel. Okay, so the churn rate could come down a little bit more often. The other con here is that there's lower revenue per member. And so when you look at lifetime revenue, when you look at the revenue that you earn, the money that you earn from every member, it's a little bit lower on the monthly membership side, on the monthly membership model, because monthly payments typically yield lower revenue per member compared to annual memberships, right? This might affect your profitability, especially if you offer a significant amount of content or resources. If you're really heavy into production and you're really, putting as a lot of effort into the quality of your content, which most likely you are, this is something that is also a downside with a monthly membership versus annual. Limited commitment is the other con here. So some subscribers may not fully engage with your content because they're not locked into a long-term commitment. And so this could impact the level of interaction and community building within your membership. They're not fully bought in yet because they are only there for the month, and then they'll decide, the next month. And so this is only going to really happen in the first month or 2 or 3 months. After that, if they're staying on beyond that, typically what I've seen, my personal opinion, is that at that point, they're really bought in, right? They've received a lot of value from your membership. They've received a lot of value from your content, from your live stream, your members only live streams, and also from your community. They may have already connected with and made some friends within your community. And so past that, they're most likely really, once they get past 2 or 3 months in your membership, most likely they're going to be there for the long term. Hey, thanks for watching this video. We're not done yet. I've got a couple more things I want to share with you, but before we get there, I want to invite you to download this guide that I created called Master the Art of Launching a Profitable Membership Website in 6 simple steps. It's totally free. It will give you the step-by-step guide on how to launch a membership. Simple as that. And so all you need to do is go down into the description or the show notes of this video and download the guide. It's super easy. And so hopefully you grab that. If you have any questions, message me or leave a comment, and let's get back to the video. All right. So now let's shift our focus to the pros and cons of offering an annual membership. All right. So the good news about annual memberships here is that higher revenue per member is the opposite of monthly memberships. With an annual membership, you receive a larger upfront payment, resulting in higher revenue per member. This is basically an annual membership is when somebody pays you upfront for the entire year. We could also look at, we're talking about annual here, but it could also be maybe for 6 months, right? They're prepaying for, a big chunk of time prepaid with your membership. And so just for the sake of comparison, for example's sake here in this video, let's talk about annual. And so people that pay annually upfront for the whole year will result in higher revenue, higher money earned for you per member that you have. All right. You'll also have improved retention. And so subscribers who commit to a full year are more likely to stay engaged with you and committed to your content and your community throughout that entire period. The higher retention rate can provide stability and create a more dedicated community in the long run, because they know, like, hey, I'm here for the entire year, and so I'm going to make the most of this. I've already paid upfront, and so I'm going to put a little bit more effort versus if I was only here for the month, and I'm going to renew again every single month after that. The other pro here with annual membership is that long-term planning, right? Annual memberships offer a clearer revenue projection. And so you're able to project and predict your revenue for the entire year because you've already been paid for the entire year. And so this allows you to plan and invest in long-term content creation and improvements. And so you can think about, hey, all right, for the next year, this is how much I'm making. This is how much money's already come in. I can allocate that into different investments in my business. Now, on the other side with annual memberships, there's always going to be a downside and a good side to everything. And so let's look at some of the downsides to annual membership models. All right. First, barrier to entry. So now people have to pay for the entire month. And so it's going to be a little bit more money upfront for a member to pay annual membership here. And so that can deter potential subscribers who may be really hesitant to make such a significant amount of a financial commitment right away. Now, I'm going to pause here. I'm going to zoom in because you can start with a monthly membership. And then after the first month or 2 months, you may then want to say, hey, how are you doing? How do you like the membership so far? If you get a positive response, maybe that's a survey, maybe that's a check-in call with your member. You say, hey, awesome. I'm glad that you're enjoying the membership. You're getting a lot of value. Hey, if you would like to, why don't we do this? Why don't you prepay or sign up and move over from monthly membership into an annual plan with us so that you reap the benefit of a discount by going with an annual membership. And so again, people may start at a monthly membership and then they may be upgrade or switch over to an annual membership. All right, so that's totally fine. That happens all the time with a lot of different memberships that I've seen out there. The other downside with an annual membership is that there's lower conversion rates. Lower conversion rates, right? Annual memberships may have a lower conversion rate compared to monthly options, just for the very obvious reason, because some individuals may be reluctant to commit to a longer period without fully experiencing your content. And that's why a lot of memberships start with, hey, here's a monthly membership. When you're ready, the annual membership is here available for you as well. All right, if you want to commit long term. And then the third downside here is cash flow timing. With annual membership, you receive a really bulk of the revenue upfront. That's good or bad, depending on the type of entrepreneur out there. And the type of entrepreneur you are when you handle your finances, right? This may require some careful financial management to make sure that you have a steady cash flow throughout the entire year. Just because you've been paid, you haven't earned that revenue yet, because that is payment for the entire year, right? And so you want to make sure that you're not spending it all upfront right away. You are going to be budgeting that, because that is going to be your cash flow for the entire year. You're not going to receive any more payments from that member for the entire year. All right, so that's very, very important. And so there you have it. Which is for you? I'm really curious. Which do you prefer in terms of a payment plan or a revenue pricing model for your membership? Are you using a monthly membership fee, an annual membership fee, maybe a combination of both? Right? The truth is, it really depends on your unique circumstances, your offering, your target audience, and really there's a big part of this that is testing, right? Not every, just because a pricing model works well for one membership site owner, it doesn't mean that it's going to work well for you either, right? Everything is, you need to test it. You need to test, all right? So, considering the pros and cons that we discussed today and really aligning them with your goals and your audience preferences, right? And so I want to answer more of these questions for you. And so I just invite you to, hopefully this will encourage and get some more, the gears in your mind turning about memberships, about pricing, about marketing, launching, building, your content plan, your partnership plan, your community building plan when it comes to memberships. And so I just hope that this answers some questions, but also, gets you to start thinking of new questions, more advanced questions. And so I invite you to just put them down in the comments. If you're listening to this on the podcast, then make sure that you message me on Instagram, on LinkedIn with your questions. I'd love to hear them. That way I can answer them in future videos. And also, I would just appreciate if you could share this with somebody that is building a membership, launching a membership. That way we can get this content in front of as many content creators as possible. All right, so with that, thank you for watching this video. I'm sure another video will pop up here. If you're watching this on YouTube, that would be of value to you. And with that, thanks for hanging out with me here in the last few minutes, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.